Welcome back to Straight Money Strategies. I'm Robert Bauman, and this course is based on my book, Straight Money Talk. Lesson 9. Start a sensible family tradition. Many people look forward to being able to shower their children with the best of everything. But there are better gifts you can give your children than expensive toys and consumer goods. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to give your children gifts that are truly worthwhile. Two of the most valuable gifts you can give your children are wealth and knowledge. By wealth, I mean being able to give your children a generous inheritance, money you've saved for them over the years. By knowledge, I mean giving them the know-how that will allow them to build their own wealth. Imagine being able to give to each of your children a good education and an inheritance of $1 million or more. Imagine that your children don't just spend through the money they inherit. Imagine that they know how to save it and invest it so that it becomes a sizable fortune. It's all possible with the right saving and investing strategy and with the right family traditions. Let's take a look first at the saving and investing strategy you would need. Let's say you have two children and you make the decision to send them both to university. If you save $500 a month at 8% interest compounded annually, at the end of 20 years you will have more than $296,000. An amount will easily put your children through school, but you don't have to stop there. After you withdraw $150,000 for university fees, you can continue to invest $500 a month for another 20 years at 10% interest. If you do that, you will have more than $1.8 million by the time you retire. Assuming you continue to invest your money wisely in retirement, you can live comfortably and still have a healthy estate to leave to your children. All of this is entirely doable using the principles of saving and investing you have been learning in this course. Even better than saving an inheritance to pass on to your children is teaching them the basics of saving and investing. What children learn in an early age often stays with them all their lives. So, if you teach your children to value money, how to save it, invest it, and make it grow, you give them a gift that will benefit them throughout their lives. You give them something they'll even be able to give to their children. In fact, you set up the possibility of wealth being passed on from one generation of your descendants to the next. It can become a beautiful family tradition that starts with you. From the beginning, teach your children your values about money. Help your children understand that money is not just for purchasing throwaway consumer goods. It's also a valuable commodity that can flourish and increase in value if it is managed the right way. Also, from the beginning, help children understand the consequences of borrowing and taking on debt. The media and popular culture will try to teach your children that buying on credit is an easy way to get the things they want, and that going into debt is the path to a comfortable life. You will have to teach them otherwise. Involve the entire family in financial discussions. Hold regular family meetings in which children get to help plan budgets and make spending decisions. Give even young children a say. And help all family members learn the value of managing the family's financial assets. It's also important to model what you teach. From an early age, let children see you setting goals and saving for worthwhile purposes rather than buying on credit or impulse. Let them see how you avoid debt by saving in advance for, say, the purchase of a car. As they get older, you can share with them your long-range and lifetime financial goals. Children as young as 4 or 5 can learn the basics of saving. For children this young, make your lessons hands-on and active. Give them coins and an actual piggy bank, and let them practice saving small amounts of money. Take them with you when you go shopping and show them how money is used and what it will buy. Elementary-age children can learn to save and invest. Open bank accounts for them and explain how interest works. Require older children to save a certain percentage, say 10%, of all money they earn or receive as gifts or allowance. You may even want to match what they save as an extra incentive. Encourage elementary-age children to set goals and to save for the things they want. Help them begin to understand the difference between things they want and things they need. Purchase a term deposit for them so they can see how their money grows when it's invested. Teens and adolescents can begin to assist with managing family investments. If you have investment property, let them accompany you when you visit those properties or collect rent. Let them see the records you keep and let them in on how you make decisions about your investments. Purchase shares for them in a managed fund and teach them to read and understand their fund reports. Introduce them to the basics of the stock market and encourage them to use the internet to find earnings reports and financial data about their favorite companies. Share your financial goals with them. Show them how you set and accomplish those goals. Encourage them to set their own financial goals and discuss with them how their goals might be accomplished. When it comes to finances, there are two kinds of gifts you can give your children. You can give them the gift of wealth by saving a generous inheritance for them. You can also give them the gift of knowledge so they know how to build their own wealth. You can start that new tradition in your family by passing along these gifts, knowing that your descendants will benefit for years to come. This brings us to the end of Lesson 9. Once again, it's time for you to take action. Click the tab marked Resources above and download the Lesson 9 study guide. Answer the questions and complete the required action steps. Once you've completed the study guide questions and activities, you'll be ready to move on to the final lesson. Lesson 10. In Lesson 10, we'll talk about how to develop the right attitude and stay motivated as you put into practice what you've learned in Lessons 1 through 9. It will be a fitting close to an e-learning course that has set you on the road to success. See you in Lesson 10.